Bavaria, the cultural and gastronomic capital of West Germany, nestled in the foothills of the distant snow-capped Alps. Bavaria was once part of the Roman Empire, and some social scientists have found traces of a fun-loving Latin temperament in these high-spirited folks. It's autumn and the harvest is in. These good-natured, well-fed Bavarians are celebrating the bounty of the earth. Well-connected visitors come from all over the world to join them in merrymaking. Now, what's the big party for? Why are all these Bavarians so happy? And how did those musicians put on all that weight? The answers are beer, beer, and more beer. The Octoberfest is the world's mightiest beer bash, the Super Bowl of elbow bending, the Olympics of the six-pack crowd, the Royal Academy of the Booze Arts. 7 million dedicated beer drinkers will flock to Munich to sink 1.25 million gallons in a few days. The Oktoberfest has always had royal patronage. It all began when Princess Therese von Saxon-Hildburghausen married the future King Ludwig the Mad, then sane. To celebrate the wedding, the loyal citizens of Munich gathered on a racetrack outside the city to drink beer and toast the royal couple. The horse racing and beer drinking quickly became an annual event. After too many autumn rainstorms had soaked the drinkers and watered the beer, large tents were erected so the beer drinking could go on undisturbed. After a while, the Bavarians forgot about King Ludwig and the horse racing, but they kept on drinking beer in tents. And so the Oktoberfest was born. Now, man cannot live by beer alone, even in Bavaria. So they started to add food. Not gourmet cuisine exactly, but hearty, filling German fare. Pig's feet, Schweinsbratswurst, and sauerkraut. Good, solid food which sticks to the ribs as the beer washes over. If you're not up to a whole roasted ox, and if you prefer something a little lighter, 600,000 chickens are dished out. Or if you can pronounce it after a few beers, you can snack on Schweinshaxe mit Blaukraut und Knödel, that is, pig's foot with red cabbage and dumplings, and a side order, if you like, of Radi mit Schwarzwälder Schinken und Schnittlauchbrot. Or you can forget the whole thing and have a few more beers. If your head is spinning and your stomach is heaving after all that food and drink, and you need a breath of fresh air, you can take a whirl on a Ferris wheel. Then it's back for a few more beers. And then it's time for the show. Other Germans will say that Bavarians will seize any opportunity to get drunk. But this remark simply displays an ignorance of the hallowed cultural traditions of the Munich Beer Festival. The term culture here, of course, should be considered in its broadest context, not just string quartets, opera, and lyric poetry. Let's face it, the Munich Beer Festival is not exactly a gathering of Europe's intellectuals. But it's good, clean, boozy, button-snapping, bladder-bursting fun. Bottoms up.